Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this Casters and Cthulhu's Tale, Flip or FHTAGN. And here, I'm Corbec, alongside a Gesundheit indeed, alongside a wonderful cast of investigators, Jace, Sawyer, Pira, and Drax here, as they stand outside the mysterious and somewhat infamous Zamacona House, preparing to go in for the first time. And there below you is the image of the Zamacona House. It's on the right because for some reason it's just off-center. That's how the photo goes. And I've got to ask, Rick, do you have your camera out? Are you like filming this?
Yeah, I think as soon as we get out, Rick's gonna set up his tripod and like turn the thing on and be like, "You guys want to be in the shot, or like, what do you want to do here?"
You'll notice that the first time you look through the camera, this does actually look like there's storm clouds and lightning and stuff behind it. And you kind of like blink and you look at it again and it kind of passes. But for a moment,
okay,
it looked kind of weird. Could all of you guys give me can all of you give me spot hidden checks? And if you don't have the spot hidden skill, just go ahead and roll dice. Also, and I'll tell you if you succeed or not.
I take the thing on my necklace and I, without like anyone else looking while I'm doing it, I just wanted to like put it over my eye, just like see if I see anything looking through the lens.
For sure.
And then do the spot check.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm doing my like little intro spiel, like, "Hi, this is Rick Riley here with the what was the name of it again? The
Trix will come over and hold the camera for
Recording
you.
and Probing Society, and we are currently investigating the world famous Zamacona House for signs of haunting. More information to come. Let's take a look inside." And then like I start looking around after I've turned the camera off and done my bit. There we go. But I succeeded on that spot hidden.
So all of you, I think all of you,
I think we all did, yeah,
have done quite well here. So you all kind of catch a glimpse of kind of looking through. You catch a glimpse of someone at one of the windows of the house, maybe the one on the bottom floor. A kind of forlorn-looking man dressed in kind of weird, super outdated clothing. Almost like a Renaissance fair style clothing, like old clothes. He doesn't look, natural at all. But you see him, but when you kind of look at it again, and like Drax, when you kind of take your lens away and you look again, there's nobody there. But all of you do see, for just a brief moment, some sort of strange figure standing at the door of the house, or at the window of the house.
Did you guys see the cosplayer in the window?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna check. This is actually really good for the shot. I'm gonna check the camera and I'm gonna watch it back and see if he's in the shot.
You don't see him on the shot.
Damn it.
Oh,
okay.
That sucks, man.
Must have been like a prankster or something. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some kids messing around, like all the noise that the people are reporting. This place has got a rep, right?
Yeah.
It does it that. So who's going in first?
I think
I think I can take the lead if you want, guys. Honestly, I also brought my ultrasonic pulsar. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. I also have this teaser that I actually is more just an ECS and electrocranial stimulation for me. It's not really gonna hurt you per se if you turned it down, but for me, I have some things that I like to do with it. But yeah, I can go first and we could do whatever.
Whatever works for you. I don't want any weird shocking stuff in my head, but like, does anyone want to anybody want to be the camera person on this? Like, I'm perfectly happy to hold it myself, but I think the shots will look really, really good if someone wants to hold it and I can talk about what we're doing to investigate the whole time.
Yeah, I'm pretty proficient in electronics, electronic repair, mechanical repair. I don't know if all that's in there, but I've got all that.
Plus, you like to keep a low profile, right, Trix? You'd probably rather be behind.
I'd rather not be on camera. Yeah.
Especially if you're
I need to set up some stuff first, like the motion capture and stuff like that. Cool. But then I'll.
I hook up the microphone, and I'm like, yeah, we'll just stay within range. Like it's easy enough to hold. The cannon.
I think Noah would want to be next to Rich as well. Want to be like in shot as well. With the true actor is gonna. The true actor is gonna never misses a chance to be in front of the camera.
A former government official with like a lot of like weird tech and interests, and then a hacker. Like, what a motley crew.
That is all motley crew. But yeah,
so
Noah would want to be in front.
You approach the house and you put your the key on the lock, and the door swings open, and You step into the hallway, and the feeling that you get isn't actually too different from, or I guess the best way to put it is, it's not unfamiliar to Rick and Zedric, because they've both experienced that kind of. It just, you feel uncomfortable.
You feeling this, Rick?
You feel a little ill, and now Trix and both Noah are starting to notice it as well as you look down kind of this sort of ragged looking hallway.
As we enter the residence, all of us are feeling a little bit ill at ease. This is very clearly an old house with a lot of horrible happenings that have occurred into it. And then I just like look off to the side. We'll edit them into like come in like the lower third. Yeah, cool. And of course, it is quite possibly some sort of mold, but perhaps it is the supernatural that is not welcoming us into this place. Just like dead staring to the camera.
Did you say mold?
Nice.
Well, I don't know. It could be like, I mean, like you get that weird feeling, right? I think it
If
might
it's
be
mold,
like
we need to go.
Well, yeah, we'll get a respirator or something, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
Irreparable damage.
We gotta still do this job for sure.
Looks like we got a room on the right and the left. Which do we want to hit first?
Kind of, before we do anything, it's possible for Noah to potentially like find a rock outside and just skid it along the floorboards to check how weak they are.
Yeah,
I just want to see if the floorboards are like
totally
weak or anything, because I don't want to like fall through any of
not
them, because I
wrong.
don't know what you're planning, Corbec, but I don't
You
know.
That is a great
You
idea.
thump the rock,
Skip
kind
rock.
of like thump down the hallway,
Yeah.
a couple of bounces. The floor appears to be relatively solid. As good as you could expect for a house that is quite old and needs some renovation work.
Yeah, just just like gonna throw it and just be like, okay, it should be all right.
That's smart. That's smart.
Tread light, but it can take a full human weight.
Yes.
I mean, I'm happy to go first. I know Zedric, you were thinking about it.
And as they go down the hall,
Yeah,
like Brix has like
I
the
could
dot
definitely-
machines that capture like spirit. So she's just like slapping tech
Sure.
down as she's like walking. Like every
Yeah.
room, she's just gonna put down microphone, motion capture. Like so, that's just happening as they go.
Okay, that's
All right.
fine.
We're ghost hunters at the
You-
moment.
You notice
Trix is
with-
taking this seriously.
You notice with some trepidation that you get 0 bars of cell service inside the house,
Stop.
and which I'm assuming is particularly traumatic for Trix. And Trix, if you like look through the Wi-Fi networks
Even with
nearby,
like my personal Wi-Fi tower.
yeah, no, nothing seems to be
5G
working.
box.
And the
This
only
place is haunted. We need to go.
the only Wi-Fi network you see is one Wi-Fi network. You can't connect to it because it's locked, and it's just called Ayúdame in Spanish. And that's it.
Oh my gosh, help me.
You've been hard counted, by the way.
I believe that means help
Hold
me.
on, you got to be able to crack some Wi-Fi, right?
That's what I try and like, use like my password decoder to see if I can get into the.
Sure, go ahead and give me a computer use roll.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, first
Oh
fail
no,
of
the luck
day.
has run out.
It doesn't work.
The hacker is defeated by Wi-Fi passwords.
So,
Ayúdame.
which of the yeah, very true. So, which room would you guys like to take a look in first? You've got yourself a little map here, so you can see what the rooms are, and just pick a number, any number.
Living
Zedric,
room?
like,
Yeah, I say
No,
let's hit
you're-
4. It's a good
Yeah,
like
that's
base of
good. Okay.
operations. It's right
Yeah.
by the door.
Sure.
I want to
Yeah,
see
that
what
works for me.
Zedric
Let's try
thinks though.
I
So
think we should definitely go into 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody collectively agrees that you should take a look inside room number 4. So you step inside room number 4, the living room of the house. So this room contains some dusty IKEA style like flat pack furniture. There's a blank space on the wall where a TV would have hung, a couch, a coffee table, some chairs, and some shelves loaded with like bric-a-brac, like gewgaws and stuff, including a very formidable collection of souvenir shot glasses. A window looks out to the street, which you noticed from the street. But the light that's kind of filtering in, it just seems a little like muted. It's just kind of weird. And as you
This is
look
actually
around
really
the
good
room,
shot.
you can't help but notice that there's a lot of kind of randomly scattered papers with imagery on them, just kind of like scattered around the room.
And was this
Were
the
there
room
any
where we
that
saw
looked like-
the person from the street?
This would be the room where you saw them.
Okay.
put that light on the thing. We'll get the shots of like all the scattered paper.
Yeah, she's like setting up like tech on the coffee table, like laptop for like receivings, and so as you guys are doing other stuff, she's just setting all the tech up.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted you there, Cedric.
Oh no, you. And then as far as like that room, is there any of the similar symbols that we saw at the disco place?
No. So you start picking up these pieces of paper that are scattered all over the room, and you realize that these are printouts of memes. Like, just printed out images of all sorts of famous, like, all the memes are there. Like, Doge, Success Kid, Sad Keanu. Like,
Chocolate Rain, I haven't listened to that in like 5 years.
They're all there. But you notice, as you kind of look at them, they're all, every meme is just filled with the same 3 words. Over and over again. They all say Ayudame, Eyes, and 1976 Philadelphia Flyers. And that's on all of them.
Wait, sorry. So Ayudame, what was the
Eyes, Ayudame, Eyes, and then 1976 Philadelphia Flyers.
Okay,
the chill just went down my spine, guys. The spoon. They were talking about the eyes, the spoons. Wait, guys.
Okay, all right, hold on, Cedric. I get it, but like, I mean, come on, this looks like looks like some kids are like 4chan screwing with us, right?
The Mercarios were talking about burning eyes as well. That was what Mr. Mercario kept saying over and over again was burning eyes.
Devil spoons and hockey.
But Ayudame's the Wi-Fi network. I mean, Philly Flyers, like, okay. 76 team? Is weird. I'll admit that the date is team. Let me look back at my notes. Like, yeah, that is
when
a hockey
did he die? 1975 he died.
Well, and I don't want to like profile here, but his name was Don Emilio Bernardo Zacarmian, so it seems like that's maybe Spanish.
Yeah, I think so.
Is Spanish not Italian?
Don is definitely a Spanish title, not Italian. Oh, well, I guess they kind of use that in the mafia. Okay, so maybe it is because there's like Don, Carlo, and
that's what I assume.
But given that we're in California, that is why I'm assuming Spanish.
As a voice of
I think
God,
right.
I will clarify it is Spanish, not the mom.
Something just told me from the great beyond.
This is confirming though, because I think Rick would have assumed it was Italian.
Legit Spanish.
Despite being a Californian, Rick would have assumed it was Italian.
I faked an Italian accent for nothing.
No, the Mercarios might have been. These are the Camerons.
I don't know.
Oh, different people.
Yeah,
okay,
like, look, okay, so the 76, I mean, it's all in the same time period. Like the cult closed down in 79. I think it was I mean, Corbec died, I think, in 76, 77. I want to double check. No, he died in 74. So this was all happening around the time the Mercarios got the place.
Right. The cult shut down in 79, but he passed in 70. Well, yeah, he passed in 74.
So I assume the Mercarios, well, no, they had it later, right?
They bought it during the pandemic. So the Mercarios only had it for a brief window recently.
Okay. Yeah, God, that whole thing's been crazy.
Yeah.
While this is all going on, Noah is gonna stand the room for. It's not gonna say anything. Just gonna stand the room for any signs of anything in Spanish at all. Any singular word, any singular phrase.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, maybe
nothing else.
Maybe some of those souvenir shot glasses are from places in like Spain.
Tequila.
Yeah, but there's no obvious like Spanish language.
So Trix is like, I think we got a lot of house to cover, so if something like doesn't jump out at us, maybe we at least make sure we know what's everywhere, and then we can go back to like places of interest.
Yeah. Well, clearly these like papers, like how old do the papers look? They look like they were just scattered around recently, or they look old?
They look like they're a bit like faded, so maybe they've probably been sitting there for at least like a year and a half, probably since the last owners were in.
Okay, so
not
somebody
Chaz, but the Mercario family
came in and like scattered a bunch of memes or printed them out. Like, you know, seems like a prank, but I will admit it's a little bit of a freaky coincidence with the 70s. Maybe someone else did the research. I don't know. I know this is like ding an alarm bell, Cedric. Like, what are you thinking?
Honestly, I want to set up my pulsar. I don't know if it's going to do anything, like I said, but we should set it up and then continue exploring the house.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Test.
No, we can get it. Like if it starts dinging, if anything weird happens, we'll just capture it on camera. That's great.
And then she also has Trix had set up some things as well. So I think that exploring the rest of this house is good. I'll set it up real quick. So I go over to set it up. This like little gadget thing. It looks almost like a cone. And when I set it up, I like press a couple buttons on it, and it pops up and it starts spinning around, and you just hear a boop, and it sounds as if like as the boop goes off, it goes from like a low frequency to a really high frequency out of our perceptible hearing range, and it's just like doing that constantly on a basis.
And I'm talking into the camera, like into my microphone, like, and we are currently setting up. And I look over at CJ. What's this thing called again?
Ultrasonic pulsar. We'll give it that for.
We're setting up the ultrasonic pulsar to detect the presence of the paranormal. More to come.
We're gonna see if it works, but this is just theory crafting. Let's go explore the house. Why don't we?
All right. Well, the dining room looks to be up ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go into the dining room.
So you entered into the dining room, which is complete with a long mahogany table that looks oddly out of place compared to the 7 sort of flat pack furniture chairs around it. 3 places appear to have been set at the table, but all appear to have been unused and are probably from maybe when the Macarios lived there. In a clear lidded dish on the table appears to be rotting food. So clearly the workmen that were here, however brief they were here for, haven't removed it yet. And unlike unlike the living room, this room smells terrible. Like, it doesn't even smell like rotting food. It's kind of hard to describe how weird it smells, but it's almost like
smell.
It's almost
it might actually be mold. I'm gonna pull
musky?
out my KF94.
It's almost musky. It's weird. And a rat kind of scurries off into a corner as you move around the room.
This place is not up to code.
What do you guys do?
Can I make a natural world check to see if it's like some form
Sure.
of rotting smell or like?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to just look around to see if there's anything else, like the source of the smell could be like coming from somewhere, but besides the rotting food, since it kind of seems like it's a little pervasive. Like, I want to look around to see if there's anything like maybe stuffed in a corner or like a loose wall thing where like someone like put some garbage or something.
Did you succeed or fail at that natural check?
I failed. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't appear to be a natural smell. It's a weird smell. But you can't really make it out. As you're kind of poking around the room, you see a picture on one of the walls, like a portrait of a dignified looking man wearing some maybe like mid 18th century or mid 19th century clothing. It's got a little label underneath it. You know how paintings often do with a little plaque that says Don Emilio Bernardo Zamacona. And so you recognize that this is the person he read about as the original builder of the house. And it's strange, but the painting almost looks depressed.
Trix is gonna try and see if like from movies and things that like regal paintings like these usually have something hidden behind it. She's gonna see if like it like comes off the wall or
the eyes follow.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of investigate this painting
lenticular.
a little bit.
Yeah,
you have to go into the room.
You don't have to go into the room, no.
Yeah. Well, it's for the painting. Is the painting not in the room?
Oh, you can like lift it off the wall and like it's just a wall behind it. There's nothing there, and the eyes definitely aren't following you.
Something kind of weird that painting's there, right? Like, guys, this was the original owner of the house. The Macarios didn't get
however many people, yeah.
Yeah, why would they have kept like the painting of the original guy? Like, that is weird, right?
Yeah.
And Noah, of all the people in the group, you just really hear like this very faint strain of music, almost as if it was like wafting from somewhere, maybe like upstairs. And for the life of you, and you can only catch like bits and pieces of it, for the life of you, it sounds like somebody is playing the Bee Gees smash disco hit "Staying Alive" on an old radio somewhere. But you can't you really faint. It's almost like you can barely hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the group. I'm gonna say, guys, just every piece of technology off for a second is. I'm gonna turn to Zedric and Rich and say, are either of you playing disco music?
Let me check my phone.
Did you have it on? Did you have it
on? Everything's on vibrate and silence.
He's gonna, and then Noah's gonna guide them up, and he's gonna say, "You might not be able to hear it, but just see if you try and sort of sync your brain with it. You know the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive. You remember how the chorus goes? Just see if you can listen out for that, and just
The
listen up the
copyrighted
stairs.
chorus.
Yeah,
that we cannot use on this broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The copyright free music.
If you will.
Yeah. Can you hear that copyrighted free music?
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna like strain to listen to see if I can pick anything up in the silence.
Just to see if they can imagine the chorus, it might be better for them to hear it, because I know that happens to. I mean,
and with the microphone set up, Trix is gonna put like her headphones on to see if she can pick it up.
I think that's Uptown Funk, Cedric. I don't think that's Staying Alive. Don't one, but
Also a great song that we can't use.
It's strange, like if you the others in the group strain to listen, right? Like they're really trying, but no, they don't hear anything. But you definitely hear it.
Maybe we need to have Noah follow the sound and we follow Noah to see if it takes us somewhere.
No, are you sure? Like, are you sure you hear this and it's not just like, sometimes you get that, like, there's that weird thing that happens where you're like expecting something and then you experience it.
No, 100%. I can hear it upstairs. This is not my phone.
Well, we'll go check it out. I can get the microphone. Like, I mean, it's an SM58, but like, it should pick up if there's music.
We can go through the kitchen because the stairs were at the back. So if we head through the kitchen, we can check out one room and then.
Can I turn off the camera again? I mean, like I'll be talking, but like it'll be really good for the shot.
Yeah, you just tell me when you want me to film and I film.
Perfect. Now, please, yeah. So we start heading up the stairs.
Well, we're going through the kitchen, just making and setting up. Like I'll put a couple things down and we'll see there's nothing there, and then we can.
When we start going up the stairs, like that's when you turn it on, and I'll start talking. Yeah, just let me know.
Gotcha.
You head into the kitchen, and immediately Noah stops hearing music. Like it's almost like you step through the doorway and the music just stops. Like the faint strain of it, you can't hear it.
Go back into the other room and see if you hear it again.
Yeah, guys, the music is gone. Wait.
Can you hear me now?
Step back.
Radio reception.
Like you don't hear it again when you step back into the room. But you do see a nice kitchen. It appears to be nice as it can be. It does appear to be kind of like a conventional kitchen. There's a fridge, an oven, kitchen cabinets. Part of the countertop has been replaced with new granite, but it looks like the workers abandoned their efforts before completing the job. There's like bits of discarded granite, an abandoned table saw, like some mallets lying around the room. You also notice that there are a ton of rat traps placed around, along with like some kind of nasty like rat droppings and stuff.
Rat traps and rat droppings.
Gross.
That's pretty normal for a abandoned house, but where are they going? Can I like see possibly if there's any, or make a check to see if there's like a trail where the rats are going? If there's a way we can like look at them in that way.
Sure. You can try and make a check. I don't know if you have any skills that would help you with that.
Rat handling?
What are you looking for? Where the rats are going?
Would psychoanalysis count? Like psychoanalyzing
I don't think you can psychoanalyze the rats. No,
Can I help him by like trying to identify like rat holes or anything like that?
Yeah, you can do like
the rats to therapy.
You can look around for rat holes or something if you wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, so spot him or something.
Yeah, I would like to help if I can.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So
Trix is not going mouse hunting.
The only mouse I like is the one that clicks.
You look around the room and it's kind of hard. Like you definitely can't get like a verifiable like this is where the trail is going, but like it just kind of leads off behind the fridge. And when you look back behind the fridge, there does appear to be kind of like a hole in the floorboard where like a rat could go through.
Okay. A hole in the floorboard. Hey guys, do you know if this place is just going upstairs or is there any downstairs?
We have the map, right? Like actually physically have the map.
Yeah, so it's not on the map, but there is a garage. Like in San Francisco, because these houses are kind of built like narrow and tall, there's not like a basement, so there's not like something directly kind of down, but kind of down and off to the side is where the garage would be.
Oh, like at like a mid, like half level.
Yeah,
it's like sloped.
Yeah, I see it on the
picture.
picture.
Usually places
in the
at sea
picture,
level don't have basements because of flooding. So like usually
check the garage. I mean, honestly, if there's anything in there, like that's probably a good place for them to make a nest. if you're looking for the rats. I mean, is it important?
I have a feeling that if we go to see where the rats are going, maybe that'll give us a clue of some sort of what's decomposing of some sort.
Oh, you mean the smell?
Maybe,
Hmm.
yeah, they could be attracted to that smell or something. But I don't know if we should necessarily split up. Maybe go downstairs first and then upstairs, or into that
I mean,
garage.
this place is freaky, but there could be, I don't know, like with the memes on the floor, like it's probably just kids playing pranks, but there could be like somebody like squatting here. Maybe they're like making the weird sounds, and that's what freaked the workmen out. So if they're there, they could be dangerous. I think sticking together is probably a good idea.
Yeah, let's stick
Well,
together.
once we've kind
Take out.
I was gonna say, since we kind of cleared this floor, I could just set up the stuff in the other rooms while you guys go check it out, so that there doesn't seem to be much happening on the ground floor. So I could just finish getting this stuff set up. You guys go check the rats, and then we'll meet up and go upstairs since we don't know what's up there yet.
Yeah, the garage isn't far away. Like if something happens, if there's like
right, like I'll holler if something's
bat,
going
yeah,
on.
we'll just shout. You know,
but like we
or a
haven't
hockey
seen
stick.
anything happening here, so I feel like right here is okay, and you guys can like run to the garage. Don't be too
All right,
long.
Rick,
Like
you wanna go?
if it leads you
Yeah, fine,
somewhere,
let's do it.
come back and get me first. Like don't
Okay,
go off
okay.
exploring, but like check it out, see if there's anything.
Noah,
and then we'll
are you
meet
going to
back
hang
up.
with Tricks, or what do you want to do?
There was definitely music playing upstairs, and if there is anything in this house that is slightly even unnormal, it is going to be upstairs. So I can go upstairs. I will have a look, see if I can grab some things.
You sure you don't want to wait for us? I mean, we'll go with you. Just going to check the garage first.
I'll go upstairs, but I don't want to go upstairs on my own.
You
Okay, good.
all
Yeah,
begin to hear, because the stairs, lead up from the kitchen or nearby. You all begin to hear disco music playing from upstairs, like quite loudly now.
Okay, let's get
for all
upstairs.
of you
Let's
who
go upstairs.
Yeah,
hear it.
no,
It's
Yeah.
like,
we can check the
I
rats
Will
later. Yeah.
Survive by Donna
Yeah.
Summers, just like pumping down the staircase, and like you
Xanadu.
recognize the tune.
Does it sound like it's coming from like a radio or like a more modern like?
It sounds like a
speaker?
radio. It sounds like a radio.
Okay, so it's like somebody.
You guys, let's just go
guys.
Yeah,
upstairs.
let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's
Should we like
really
maybe announce our
strange.
presence? Like, I mean, like we don't want to like again if they got like a knife or something or a gun, like, be
I
like
have
hey,
enough.
we're here. It's okay. You know how ghost hunters do it, right? Like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up? It's
Yeah.
hey, spirits, like we're here, just in case there's a person, right? We don't want to.
Are we
wanna
are we
freak them out.
allowed? Are we
course,
allowed
of
to have
course.
anything on us like that? Like, obviously, it's like it's a
Yeah.
very non-combat adventure, but I feel like Noah would at least need something to be able to like throw.
You're
or,
Guys,
allowed to carry a
I'm
gun
so
or a
sorry, but I
knife or
need
anything.
to.
yeah.
I think I need to pray right now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We'll take a minute. Like they're not going anywhere, right? They're upstairs.
They can't go anywhere.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think so.
There
But,
does
like,
appear to only
I
be one
doubt
escape.
there's like squatters because there up until just recently there have been workers in this house every day, right? Like this house
Maybe
hasn't been
they've
deserted.
found a way to like you never know. Like sometimes people are not in the right minds, as we know with the Macarios. Like maybe somebody just squatted up in here and they're just like making noises and moaning. Like if they look dangerous, we'll leave.
Yeah, let's head up. I mean, let's do what we're here to
Hey,
do.
whoever's up there, that's a really
Oh.
good music choice. I yell out.
Oh, so-
Any
okay. Oh,
response?
well,
Yeah,
we'll
we're checking things out. So if you're around, just come and introduce yourself. It's okay. We're just regular
dis-
folks.
Disco music cuts off when you yell at the stairs.
Okay.
So now we're scaring
Hmm.
ghosts away on purpose.
No, it's not. It's just people. Come on.
Okay, let's go then.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get the thing rolling. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we'll put it back on.
I take the thing, my like dynamic taser thing in hand, just in case. Just keep it on me. Just
Yeah,
out of-
I'm gonna hide a small butcher's knife in my coat pocket, and
fine.
just
Don't
have that ready just in case I can.
3, 2,
I don't think I have a lot of weaponry.
Rick.
And we're heading upstairs, where up until recently we had heard the hit single "Staying Alive," and it does lead us to believe there is some paranormal activity playing music in the upstairs of this house.
So you make
Let's
your
go.
way up the rickety stairs, and it leads to another hallway. And there's a door kind of ajar right to the left, leading into a smaller room, and then there's 3 doors leading down the hallway to a window that looks out onto the street.
Do we want to start at the beginning of the hall or go all the way to the end?
Let's start at the beginning in case something is in one of these rooms and tries to
should check.
get around us and
You know,
behind us.
we already announced our presence. Let's definitely keep it a little quiet because if there is something weird going on, maybe then we can catch it in the act. So
Yeah.
maybe you're right. Maybe we shouldn't have shouted.
No.
So we'll duck in that first door on the left, the room 4.
Okay. You step into the bathroom, or what must have been a bathroom. It's got a sink, a bathtub with a shower, a toilet with an old overhead style tank. There's still towels and like toiletries in there. And there appears to be a significant amount of body spray cans, all of them empty, just like scattered across the room.
Like Axe body spray?
Yeah.
Sure, non-copyrighted body spray that may or may not be a farm and
Does
or
it
lumber
smell
implement.
like body spray?
It does not smell like body spray, but it is they're like scattered around. There's also like
Someone
some
might have
nasty
tried.
water in the tub, kind of like building
Okay,
up.
so like
Faucet
just
drips.
camera. This is full on water stuff. Like somebody's living here, or has.
someone
Apparently
was
they
trying to
smell
hide the
real
smell.
bad.
They
That's
smell
a
like
lot
high
of-
school. Yeah.
That's a lot of undocumented, redacted body spray.
Trix will see if she can find one that is like has stuff in it that isn't
Yeah.
empty.
You can pick like one or two of them up, and there's a little bit of like body spray in it, but there's really
She's-
doesn't appear to be anything else here.
She's like,
Is
I have to
there-
feel this is gonna be useful. So she like tucks them in her.
Is there a shower
Pocket.
curtain? Is there a shower curtain up?
No.
Did you say? No.
All right, so I guess nothing really here.
Yeah, we
let's
can move
keep
on to that next bedroom.
Cool.
So this appears to be an ordinary bedroom with a double bed, bookshelf, small window looks out onto the alley. Apparently, this might have been like maybe the parents' bedroom or something for the Macarios. You notice that there's an obnoxious amount of scented candles in here. Almost all of them are burned, but other than that, the room seems pretty normal.
Getting
We'll
a
check on-
theme here
we'll
about
check on
trying
the-
to overcome smelly things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this was.
I mean,
We smell it, so
mhm.
the, no, someone is trying to hide something here. Can
Definitely
we,
need to fumigate this place.
Can we
No.
check under the? Can we? I'm gonna check under the bed. Noah is trying to go to the bed, and he's gonna.
Is there a closet that I can slide open, or like if it's not a walk-in?
No,
like,
there's like a
slide
wardrobe
doors?
you can open up, but
Yeah,
there's
I'll do that.
nothing. There's nothing in it when you
Oh,
open it
yeah.
up. And when you look under the bed, there's just like more scented candles. That's about the only thing of meaningful value that's in here. Zedric, you
Can I
kind of
just-
like
Trix will take a couple of those too.
yeah, sure. Zedric, you kind of like look out the window, and for a moment you're sort of taken aback because you look out the window and it looks like very familiar. It's almost like a street you recognize in like Long Island. And you kind of look across the street and there's an exact copy of the Zamacona House looking back at you. And you even see like in a window you, but dressed as a clown, waving back at you. And then you blink and it's gone. And you're just seeing the wall of the house next door.
Trix kind of comes up next to him. She's like, "You all right, dude?"
Yeah, I'm all right. I don't know. I thought I saw something. I used to live in Long Island, and I swear I've never seen this house, but I saw where I lived. But this house was there. It was like just planted there.
She's like,
think
here,
maybe
here,
there's, like-
here. This candle's vanilla. It's a very soothing scent. So like, take a couple breaths and we'll keep moving. All
I'll
right.
trust you, friend.
Okay.
All right.
You're good. You're good.
I'm starting
I
to
have
think maybe
I
there's
have
like
some
a
other
gas
scents.
leak or
If you don't like
something
vanilla,
here.
you let me know.
Is everybody else
Yeah.
feeling okay? Like
I
Trix?
feel
I'm good.
all right.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too. I mean, apart from the
So
weird
weird.
like tingle, but I mean that's just because we're in this busted old
Yeah.
house.
Have we
keep
checked
keep
for?
a watchful eye, guys, and if you
Do we have a
see
carbon
anything in the
monoxide
windows-
detector?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we check for carbon monoxide?
Yeah, Trix, do you have like a CO detector on you?
Do I need to roll to see if I thought to bring one?
Yeah, go ahead and roll luck. Go ahead and roll
All
me
right.
a luck roll. We'll see if you're
Let's
lucky enough to
see.
have remembered to bring a carbon monoxide detector with you.
Yeah, my luck is a 70 and I got a 38.
Nice.
So you do
Well, my luck's an
indeed
80
remember-
actually.
You did indeed remember to bring a carbon monoxide detector. And you
So
pull
I
it
whip
out
it
and
out?
you kind of wave it around, but it doesn't go off.
No gas
Okay.
leaks.
That's the thing. It's carbon monoxide odorless.
It
Yeah,
is.
but the detector would pick it up.
Yeah.
That's it. It's odorless, but there is stuff trying to hide a certain scent.
Right. So there
we
is
can
a
cross
scent
that
here,
off
but it
that.
wouldn't be carbon monoxide. Like that's not
No.
what
Yeah,
the scent
I'm
I
is.
trying to
don't know
say.
what else it would be like. I mean, if there's some other weird gas, but hey,
I mean, there could be a septic line issue. Like this is an old house. Like it
Yeah.
could be any number of like old plumbing issues.
it wouldn't explain like all the freaky like history that this place has, but it would explain like why there's a stink.
Yeah, like I'm not too
Yeah, it
worried
just
about the
doesn't
stink at
add
this
up.
point, unless we get something that is more indicative of something other than like
Something
a septic line
foul
problem.
is afoot.
Also,
here.
okay,
Well, then
What do you mean?
let's find
What do you-
it.
What do you say? What do you mean?
Yeah. The smell. It just can't just be something just plain. The axe sprays, the candles, so much scent covering things and nothing. We smelled nothing of it. Even when I was smelling that candle, it's all like just lost in the mix of this other smell. It's like this smell is here. You know, like it's like not living, but it's here.
What
I
does
mean,
it smell like?
Cedric, it's a freaky place. It's like
It
I get
is.
it, but I think there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this. If there's not, we'll catch it, and then we'll have a great story.
Let's go. Let's check out the next one.
So yeah, Trix drops
Let's
a
do
couple
this.
of her tech things down, and then we keep going to the next round.
Is
All right,
there
we're
a-
moving on to the next bedroom.
So you pop
Yeah.
open the door and you flick the light switch, and the lights don't turn on immediately. And they like flicker, and then they come on. And this room is just completely empty. There's literally nothing in here. Maybe it was a spare bedroom or a study or something like that, but now it's just completely abandoned. And that's when you notice the tapping noise, because on the wall leading to the next room, or the link to the next room, is just a consistent tap, 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 tap. Exactly.
Pick that up on
Could
the-
I
on the
do a
microphone.
spot hidden in here real quick
You
just
sure
before we
could.
move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
While you're doing that, are you still holding the camera and it's like still on?
Yeah.
So we're hearing.
I'm like using
we're
it to see
hearing
if
a-
I see anything.
We're hearing a tapping sound right now, and hopefully that's picked up on the microphone. And I hold it towards the sound and hope that it like we get that weird sound on audio.
Yeah, I didn't quite get it. My spot hidden's 50.
As you look around the room, the tapping noise remains really consistent. There's not a pattern or really rhythm to it. It's just like
Where is
tapping,
the
tap, tap,
where is the
tap, tap.
tapping
And you
coming
see-
from again?
It's coming from the only bedroom you haven't yet been into.
So how about two of us
number
wait
one.
here to see if the tapping keeps going, and maybe two other people can go to see if there's someone, like
Can
just so that we don't
I-
lose this phenomenon if there's something going on.
Is there any way I can like mirror it? So like if it's on the other side of a wall to the bedroom, I can like go against and just try and
You can
tap at the
certainly try
same rhythm.
tapping back, but there's no rhythm. It's arrhythmic. It's
The
just kinda,
tapping.
like
Oh.
chaotic.
The
Yeah.
tapping. Yeah.
The
Well,
tapping.
okay, whatever's out. We should probably stick together on this one, but like we can rotate really quickly. Like I think I've got it picked up, at least that part of it.
It's still
we-
going.
What's the plan? Who's
we're gonna
Okay,
do
Trix
better.
just walks up to the wall and bangs on it as well. She's like,
no, no,
"Bah, bah, 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 bah."
the tapping does
Full on
not,
HTC desk.
the
slam.
tapping does not match your tapping. It just kind of keeps going in its own route.
So there's
Okay,
nothing.
no,
Is
Something
there,
in the walls, but let's go.
is there-
Let's go. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
I think Noah's gonna behind the group sort of just. I don't even know if it'll be a stealth check, but Noah's gonna stay behind because there's
Yeah,
something
you
in this
can
room I
wait.
want to.
You
I
can
wanna
hang
check
I think
out.
there's
wanna
so
stay in
much
this room.
activity that we're probably not even
Yeah.
paying attention, right?
So you open
Yeah.
the door to the next room, and who goes into the room?
I can, or yeah, I'll
I
I'll
have
do
to,
that.
Okay,
'cause
I'm
I'm
right
building
behind
away.
you, and you have the camera, and I'm like, and
Okay.
we're source of the tapping.
So you don't hear any tapping in here. That's the first thing you notice. Then you notice that like this room contains like a race car bed that may or may not resemble a popular copyrighted children's movie character that's got to go fast. There's some abandoned toys, a dresser, like pictures of trains and Sesame Street characters, and posters depicting whatever the newest craze is for male children under the age of 10. It
Fortnite,
indicates that the
probably.
room is probably that of the Macario's son, the one who was sent to live in Los Angeles. And you notice that there's a big window that looks out to the street in this room, and right underneath the window, like just across from the bed that looks out onto the street, right underneath the window, propped up under it, is an old radio. And as soon as all three of you step into the room, it immediately starts blaring. I mean, really loudly. Give It Up by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Just blasting it.
We're getting that. We're getting that. Yeah, we're rolling.
The minute that hits, everything just starts to like kick off as the dulcet tones of Casey just like fill the room. You start seeing blood come seeping out from behind the wallpaper. The window begins to like rattle and creak. And you hear this sound that just sounds like hundreds of rats just running around the walls of the room. And meanwhile, the radio, it just starts to go crazy. It's interjecting like spatches of evil laughter and desperate babbling Spanish that you can't quite make out, in between bursts of music, and then strange writing that you can't quite read because it's just a little too far away. It's just too fine a print. Starts scratching itself in the window across from you.
What do I?
Trix is like,
Holy-
Noah, come here.
Holy shit!
Was I? What do I? So whilst I'm in the room, I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna see if I can. What
You hear
What?
Noah hears none of this, and the
None of
tapping has
this.
stopped.
So I'm just in a room by myself. There's nothing in it.
Correct.
And
Can I?
we just
Can I take
start
out the
freaking
knife and can I start just slowly going over the floorboards and just trying to check, because there must have been things
You
in this
sure
room.
can.
Must have
Noah's
been
like,
things in this room. I just want to see if there was any marks of anything that could have been in here. You know, like
That's
obviously
perfectly
like
fine.
a bed leaves like obviously like an imprint on like a floorboard or something like that. Is
Yeah,
the floor carpet? Is it carpeted or wooden?
no, it's just
This
like
is
wood. It's just like
just
wood.
wood.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
And
nothing. There's
no,
nothing there.
no marks.
No.
Okay,
Empty
I'm
room.
gonna. Would I hear Trix shouting then for me to come over, or no?
Yeah, you would hear that.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside the door that's closed. I'm gonna press my ear and I'm just gonna shout in, be like, "Guys, is everything okay? It seems really peaceful
You
in there."
hear the really loud music.
Now I hear it.
Yeah, you hear the loud music as soon as you put and you know your friend
Okay.
shouting.
But like, yeah.
So
All
those
right.
of you who are in the room, what do you guys
Yeah.
do?
So
I'm gonna
I'm-
zoom the camera in on the window.
I like freak out for a second, and then I'm like, yeah, we're getting that, like just trying to get every single shot of like the scratching on the glass, the blood on the wallpaper, like the radio, like we didn't catch it turning itself on, but it's clearly on, right?
Yeah, it's
And these, like,
blaring
phenomena are
music.
happening
It's
around
really
us?
loud. Yeah, it's blaring music.
I
But, like,
clutch like
so
my
stuff
little
is,
like
like-
I. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I clutch my like little eyeglass right here, and I look through it to see what the scratchings on the wall were, and just to see the general stuff in the area as well.
You,
Yeah.
So you're zooming in. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, what were you gonna say, Rick? Is there anything else you're doing?
I think so. Like we heard this thing kick off, and then like stuff started scratching itself on the wall, and like blood started seeping out of the wallpaper. Like we saw all of that happening in real time, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's
I
all
think Rick
happening
is
right
having-
now.
Rick is having
It's
a
like-
mild panic attack. Like that's not a gas leak. It's not what the actual shit is happening right now. I mean, we're experiencing many paranormal phenomenon happening interspersed. We're getting the shit right.
I hope as hell we are.
If it
Can
picks
I,
up the
I'm like
camera.
looking through my eyeglass.
Can
He's
I
like
go
a little
into the?
wild-eyed, like his hair is a little disheveled. At this
Yeah,
point.
Noah enters the room. Is that what you're gonna say? Noah
I was,
goes
gonna say,
in.
I was gonna go and check the other rooms and see if there's anything had changed in them, and if not, just close the door.
Okay, Noah goes and checks the other rooms, and it does not appear that anything has changed. But you definitely can hear Casey and the Sunshine Band
Okay,
blaring.
that's fine.
still.
I will close the doors and I'll go into the room then.
You're met with the same like sight that everybody else is, like this radio going, like everything popping off.
Can we take a sample of that blood or whatever that liquid is? Like,
Ew.
come on. I tried like desperately like finding if there's like a cup or something nearby. So I make
So
like, a look roll.
neither of
like
you
some-
guys, neither of you.
Okay.
So Zedric, you're looking through your lens, and you still can't make out what that writing is on the window. And you try and
Okay.
zoom in on it with the camera, but the print is too fine. Like you can't read it. But you notice that it's like scratching, like just keeps going. And it's like it's almost like the print you would see like in a novel. Like it's really small, but you can clearly make out that it's like writing on the
Is it on the window?
on the window.
Okay. Noah's gonna try and break the window. We do
Okay.
a little bit of minor vandalism. Just
So-
completely on his own, not even consulting the team. I'm gonna see if there's something not that I've got my knife on me. I want to see if I can try
That's
and
fine.
throw it at the window to try and break it.
Okay, so do you walk over to the window to read it, or you just like throw something at it from your part of the room?
I'm gonna walk over as close as I can, maybe like 2 or 3, 4 foot away,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna try and scan it. And then if I can't understand it, I'm just gonna go.
Okay, so you walk over to the window and you can read the text on it. Do you want to make a spot hidden check for me really quick?
Yep.
I want to take a quicker look at the blood on the walls while this is happening.
Yeah, sure. You can like scoop some of that blood in. Go
Yeah.
for it.
62, and my spot hidden is it's only a 20. My spot
Okay.
hidden.
So you can't make out the writing on the wall, the window, and where you start to make it out, and it just says "look behind you," and then all of the sudden, right as you're reading that, there's a massive rooming noise in the room, and the race car bed shoots across the room and slams into your back and shoves you bodily through the window and out down onto the street. You fall.
Okay. Well, it was a good run, guys.
Did you get
Had-
that? Trix,
Are
did you
Are
get
we
that?
are we able to do like a reflex? Like, can I try and like, or is
So
this?
is it-
Unfortunately,
Can I dex dodge
unfortunately-
it? Is there any way I can dodge this or counterplay it, or am I just completely dead?
Unfortunately, you cannot. Don't worry. First of all, everybody who's in the room right now who saw the bed move, so the 3 of you all need to make sanity checks
Oh boy.
because it's
Not the person who got hit by the race car bed.
Can we make the sanity check again?
I think it's you
just
have a
roll
sanity
on
based
your
stat.
sanity. Yeah, it's just roll against your sanity base stat. That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
58 success.
Mine's a 70, and I got 16.
Okay.
I put a lot into sanity.
Can I roll against mine not being turned into a concrete pancake kind of check?
So
Thank you, Corbec.
everybody who saw the bed move, you're all able to, at least for the moment, rationalize this race car bed zooming across the room
It all makes
and
sense.
hurtle
Those
Noah
things are,
out the
like,
window.
Super dangerous, but what the? It's like a booby trap.
That was
and-
like lightning.
Noah, you get flung out the window, but you're very fortunate. There's a lot of glass. You get cut up a little bit on your arms and your face, but there's a bush outside, and you mostly fall into the bush and then kind of like
Right.
roll over and land on the driveway. So you only take 3 points of damage from falling
And
out
sh-
the window.
Oh, just, yeah. Ow. Guys, good prank. I get it. Good one. Good one.
Oh, that.
I'm gonna sleep this off.
We need to get down
It's a
there.
flesh wound.
Yeah, we
Please.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
like we got the shot. Let's get out of this house because that was messed up, and he probably needs medical attention.
And then,
Yeah.
kind of
I'm not a
as this,
stunt double.
as you start to,
Does all his own
not a
stunts.
stunt double.
I was not a stunt double. I'm actually not a stunt double.
And Cedric, as you step out into the hallway, you swear you hear some sort of like. First of all, the minute that this guy goes flinged out the window, everything in the room stops. Like the radio stops playing, the blood stops seeping out of the walls, just completely disappears. Everything in the room returns to relative normalcy. And Cedric, as you guys start running out into the hallway to go downstairs, you swear that you hear evil laughter, kind of just like drifting through the house. And you swear you hear evil laughter coming from somewhere below you guys. But you run outside, you get out the front door, and you know Noah's hurt, but not too badly. Mostly just cuts, and he's gonna have a nasty bruise.
Yeah.
Trix
Okay,
pulls
no,
out
how-
like
how many fingers am I holding up?
they're legal, but like the good stuff, and
Did
like
we-
no-
Code
Do you
Venom?
want us to
Yo.
call an ambulance because I don't know if you have health care?
The true one.
Healthcare's expensive. I did vote for Obamacare back in the day, so maybe. But did we at least get it on film, guys? Did we at least? Can we check? Can we check the footage? Can we
Yeah,
check-
I'll play
I'm
it
pretty sure.
back.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
I'll
play it
back
back.
in.
You
but
for sure
there's
have the
still-
footage.
there's
And that's
still
on the
something
footage of me
else
just
going
getting
on.
flung out the window.
Yes.
Did we get the full shot of just the car bed moving on its own?
You sure did.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Right.
go. You know what, guys? I think that's it for me. I had a great time here. That is all the evidence I need. I've got many recreational drugs I can take to help ease this pain. I'm gonna lie here for a bit. Good one.
I got it.
And
I don't have a rational explanation for this, Cedric.
I don't either, but I do have something to say, and I swear to you, there's something in that basement. Like I told you, from the rats going there to the smell, and then when I was heading downstairs, I heard something. It was a voice, like a laugh, like as if it was taunting me. And then upstairs, it was like, just stop trying on the radio. It can't just be coincidence. This is too. It makes too much sense, even though it doesn't make any sense.
I just have to say, all of this is possible through technology. Like, you guys don't understand the stuff that can get done with that. Like,
okay, maybe
all of
they
this
rigged
could
the
be
car up
like,
to it.
like the guy who bought this house is like an elaborate tech guy who likes social media. This could all just be a prank on us. Like,
it's really all just it's just a prank.
I think this is a bamboo.
Is this what you're saying?
Look, this is a lawsuit, though. He got injured doing this on his at his behest.
Yeah, you're going to be a millionaire. Congrats, dude. I hope I'm next.
If honestly, this is a plank that blood can't be real, and I don't know if we can test it, but if someone was able to make a prank with real blood, I think there's something more criminal about that, and I think that could lead to an investigation that could maybe help the police. But
yeah,
with this blood, we have it. We
somebody.
I don't know if you want to taste it. But
no, I'm not going to take. No, but we can. I mean, we can submit it.
No,
look, we have evidence that something screwy's going on. Whether it's Chaz, whether it's some prankster, like somebody, I think we can bust that open.
So
do you want to check the garage?
Let's take care of Noah first.
Yeah, but before you do this, Noah's going to turn over, and he's definitely going to overplay how hurt he is. But he's going to overturn, take out the knife, and just drop it on the floor and just say, "Someone take that." And he's going to say, "Yo, Rick, Mister News Guy, for your document, do you want to just get a statement? I can rough myself up a bit more, because this is either the best story you've ever had, or it's like $1 million lawsuit, and I'll be in a boat with an offshore account in Cuba by next week." So
if that's worth it, we'll
it's okay. Trick's already stole enough money. Let's do this the legal way this time, and then
all right. Tricks, you rolling?
Yeah, 32.
Noah's gonna spread his arms a bit more.
One of our intrepid investigators, Noah Evermore, has been injured by the animated race car bed in the child's bedroom. Noah, anything you want to say?
Yeah, I went over to the window, and it was the tapping was so annoying, and I just wanted to read it. And when I looked behind, I didn't even get a chance to look behind me. Just what felt like a full bed just came out and hit me, and I got launched out and sprawled, and I could have been killed. This was lethal work, and that's it from me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Noah_Evermore29. Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Chaz. But unfortunately, you're all about that shark behavior and Shark Tank. But with that shark, I'm out. I'm out.
Turns back to me, and I'm like, "Oh, don't cut it." No. Oh, okay. We'll do the disclaimer, and then we'll run the actual graphic footage afterwards with your consent, right, Noah?
Yeah. You can put it out the window. If you send it over to me, I've got a nice editor. We'll be able to edit that. We can maybe add some.
Look, this is gonna make one heck of a docuseries when we're done.
Some lens flares, some MLG.
So do we need to keep looking into stuff? Did we get what we need? What are our thoughts?
I mean, we should check the basement, right?
Well, it's not a basement. It's a garage.
Bad feeling about that garage.
Garage, yeah.
All right, let's go then. I got stuff to do.
Take my knife.
Not a good one.
I'm going to go over to them and be like, "Take my knife or you." I'm just going to wait out. I'm going to wait at the top of the entrance of the garage for them. I'll just pull myself over.
And Trix is already heading to the stairs.
As we're walking towards it, I want to take Cedric aside for a second, but I'm sorry I didn't, I'm not a big believer in this kind of stuff, and I know it's a big thing for you, but you've seen something like this before, haven't you?
If we see something now, I'll tell you about it. If we don't, it was just fantasy. And I sort of look off into the distance, kind of grim, as if I'm contemplating.
So,
but let's go. Let's do this. Come on, yeah.
you enter back into the house and you make your way to the door that you presume leads down to the garage, and you notice that it has a big old lock on it and 3 bolts. It can only be opened from the hallway side. So you kind of like pop it open and throw it, in, and you flip the light switch and it sort of just barely flickers on and casts a really dim, sort of constantly fluttering illumination in the room to reveal the garage below. If you have spot hidden, mechanical repair, or drive auto, I don't know if any of you guys have that. If you wanna
I've
make
got
those
spot
che-
hidden for sure.
Yeah,
I
if
have
you want to
spot
make,
I got
hidden and
mechanical
mechanical
repair.
repair.
yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna-
If
I'm
you want to
gonna
make a
check
check
the
on
other ones.
any of those, whichever one is best, I'd be quite interested.
Spot hidden's definitely my best one.
Yeah, I would have
that is-
succeeded at either.
That is not a success, but if other people are getting
Not a success.
Now could I burn luck points potentially?
No,
Is it
no.
69?
I mean, I succeeded, so we're
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
it's-
then-
Trix notices that like this garage, just kind of from what you can see, it's barely big enough to like even fit a compact car comfortably, which just seems kind of like odd.
like, what's
Like,
the
it's-
point?
It's a really small garage, and there's a flight of rickety stairs that lead down to the garage floor, and there's just kind of the walls are lined with closely fitted boards, which is again kind of strange. Like it's almost as if somebody tried to do like a shiplap style remodel, if you guys know what that is, but like in the garage.
Too fancy for
Uh,
the garage.
Yeah, like the room appears to be the wood is quite old. And on one wall, kind of at the back of the garage, is a faded poster that, like, as you look at it a little bit closer, appears to be like the Philadelphia Flyers hockey team, but it looks incredibly dated. And then upon
1976.
reaching the garage floor, you see a mess of just like tools, pipes, trash can lid, lumber, nails, screws, just like detritus all over this room.
Eyes, help me. 1976 Flyers. Guys, I don't know what that person, whoever it is, was trying to tell us something, but the eye that we saw at that disco temple, the memes.
Oh yeah, you mean
I
this
think
thing?
it was
And I
leading
hold
us
it up on
here.
my phone. I forgot to tell
Oh.
you, Trix, that we found this like symbol. We found a book too, by the way.
The book.
Yeah,
The
you told
book!
me about the book.
Do you have it?
Yeah. Well, it's like been in a bag, and I just like take out the jacket and like unfold it slowly on the floor of the garage. Like it's this like old like Latin creepy like spell book or something.
I if I'm being honest, it's something that was owned by some people really into the occult from a while ago. It's probably a couple centuries old, honestly.
Yeah, I was
I
trying to
mean,
get pictures.
Yeah,
up.
without my computer, there's only so much I can do with this. But like, if we, when we head out tonight, I can definitely try and do something with this.
Yeah, maybe we'll. I mean, should we open it now and just see if there's anything in it?
Open the
Yeah.
creepy ancient book in the potentially haunted
yeah.
garage.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
let's do this.
Okay, fine. We don't have
That's
to mess with it
genius.
now.
No, I'd say
Yeah.
do it, dude. I wasn't being sarcastic.
I mean,
okay.
if you want to
All
get
right.
some interesting footage, how lucky are you feeling today?
I mean, I do worry a little bit, like if there's more like booby trap stuff or whatever's going on down here. But okay.
Well, I guess
Um,
you said you wanted to see something, right? To get a
Let's
good
do
report,
something.
right?
But okay, well, we'll make sure we're rolling.
Well,
Do you
I
wanna
could
touch
do
the
it.
book, or am I?
I will personally touch it. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know. If I'm the one that's offering it, I will be the one. to
Okay,
do it.
let's go. You know what? Go for it. I'll report on it. And as we're rolling, and our paranormal investigator, our expert rather, Friedrich, is going to take a look at this mysterious book that we have found opening up in the garage here of the Zamacona House to see if it triggers any of the phenomena we've already witnessed.
So as you like start looking at the book, like you start hearing this cracking noise coming from behind one of the back wall of the garage, kind of like about where the Philadelphia Flyers poster is. Like it almost sounds like something breaking, like wood snapping. And the more you kind of like look at the book and are kind of like filming it and stuff, the louder and more insistent that noise gets.
Guys, you guys hear that, right? I don't know if something's reacting with this book, but you're capturing this, right, Trix?
Yeah, I mean, camera's on.
Noah's going to
Alright.
shout down. Noah's
are we
going to
hearing
shout
it?
down, by the way. The
I'm
disco
not reading
music.
anything, but I'm just flipping through the pages, seeing if something pops up. I don't know, but
Play the disco music. It is the only way.
Trix turns on Xanadu.
Xanadu. Okay.
It's a roller rink disco.
You turn on the disco music, and the cracking noise becomes very loud, very close to
Dancing.
you right now.
That's so cute.
And then with an almighty sort of noise, like a smash, the wall where the Philadelphia Flyers poster is just explodes outwards. And
Triple kill.
stepping, yeah, you all die.
Triple kill.
Instantaneously.
That's it, everybody.
And that's it. Thanks for coming.
Enemy triple
Casters and
kill.
Cthulhu. Thank you so much for joining us. And emerging from the dust into the
Very
flickering half light of the garage is this hideous, drawn, wooden, wizened-looking figure, almost about 6 feet tall. It's skinny. Completely naked except for a pair of old roller skates strapped to its feet, with ghastly, wide, flaring saucer-like eyes and a nose like a knife blade, and some sort of chain rests around its neck, and all its hair is gone, and its shrunken gums make its teeth looks like fangs, and you smell this horrible smell that reminds you of the smell in the dining room upstairs. And it's just the worst thing you have ever seen, like, in your entire life. So all three of you make sanity checks. Noah, who's not quite there, you're still at the top of the stairs, so you don't quite make out exactly what's happened just yet.
Yeah, I'm like, I
32.
think if the layout's right, I'm basically barely in the house. I'm like sort of leaning against the door frame in the open door, sort of just not even looking down, but just basically able to just slightly hear them.
This is the found footage
you
bit,
guys.
like you see the weird figure with like the super wide eyes and like weird elongated figures, and everyone's just like, run. I think even with the success, I think that's what I want to do.
Sanity rolls. Yeah. Okay, everybody manages to maintain their sanity as the corpse of what could only be Walter Corbett smashes its way into the garage.
Oh yeah,
and you hear. Even though the corpse lips don't
Kool-Aid's
move,
man's his way through the wall.
you hear the words in your head, and it just says, "Sup, cool cats and kittens? Oh, Suki, you jiving yet?" And his roller skates start to slide as he steps forward towards you. Make a spot hidden check really quick, those of you who are in the basement, and I'll show you. I don't have a picture of Mr. Corbett because it's far too terrifying. I think for all of you to witness what he actually looks like, so I got this picture of a duckling instead.
7 out of 10, no roller skates.
He'll stay in this. I know. I wanted a duck with roller skates so bad, but I couldn't find one. So the horror that is Mr. Corbett emerges. And what did we do on our spot hidden checks? Okay.
None
of you.
Oh no!
You know what,
Noah? Are you looking?
I'm going to spend the
garage, or are you still outside?
I want to spend the luck if that's okay.
I'm hovering basically from where they would run out of, and I've obviously
okay. So yeah,
still got the knife in my hand.
Go ahead and spend a luck point. Sure, why not? Go for it. Roll.
I have to burn 8 luck points to automatically succeed at this if I'm allowed to spend luck.
Yeah, fine. Go for it.
Yeah, so 8 luck points down to succeed.
You notice that as Corbett is approaching you.
Sorry, I had to spend more than that. My bad.
That's fine. Behind you, you hear a rustling in the clatter and bric-a-brac in this room, and something starts floating up into the air, and you're the only one who notices this. But as you look behind you, Rick, you notice the form of a rusty grapefruit spoon slowly rising out and then spinning to point directly at you. And Mr. Corbett starts to laugh.
Dude, that grapefruit spoon takes eyes. Be careful.
We gotta go. We gotta run now. Everybody up the stairs.
Okay, let's go.
I
close the book. I close the book.
Yeah, drop the book. Turn the music off. Drop the book. Get out of there.
No, I'm taking the book with me.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so it's gonna go in this order. All right. So Noah, you can act first, but you haven't seen any of this. You're still recovering from your fall.
Yes.
Though you certainly have heard probably the disco music start, and you would have heard the cracking noise. So Noah, you can go first. What do you choose to do?
What I'm going to do is I am going to, still a bit hobbled, I'm going to go to the garage because I suspect that something is up, but I don't know. I'm going to take out the knife and I'm just going to hold it like this, ready to throw it at anything that I don't like.
Oh.
So do you look into the garage?
No. I'm
Okay,
basically
so
just gonna,
you're standing next to the door with the knife, ready
yeah,
to
so
throw.
if it's like the garage here and like the door is there and they're going to basically run
Okay.
out through the door, I'm basically just going to like stand guard and just have the knife ready to potentially like throw at someone. So I have good throwing skills. So
Okay, that's good.
that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna say anything.
And
I'm just
then-
gonna be like,
Rick, you're next. What do you do?
I'm booking it up the stairs.
Okay.
As fast as I possibly can.
Make me a dex roll or climb roll,
Okay.
one or the other.
Gosh,
you might have a
I'm
climb
pretty
roll
good
there.
at climb, but I want to double check if it's actually better than.
There's some old rickety stairs.
It's my climb. Where is my climb? Trying to find it. It's under C. There it is. My climb is just as good. I feel like climb is probably a better roll to make, so I'm going to do that.
No whammies.
No whammies, no whammies.
Prage in the chat.
8.
Oh,
Okay.
nailed
Oh,
it.
hard success. Hard success.
You're,
All right,
able
hard
to,
success.
you're able to sprint up the staircase. You come tearing around the
camera.
corner.
Get the camera and get
And
out.
Noah just looks at you sort of in shock, surprise. Trix, you're up next.
Go,
What
ghost,
do you do?
grapefruit spoon.
Oh,
all I can say.
okay. I'm out. Goodbye. And I'm gonna turn and follow. Like that's enough for me.
All right, Trix, what do you do?
She's backing away, but like still filming, and she's like, "Hey, cool cat, what's crack-a-lackin'? I got a skitty. What it is?"
Okay,
I gotta like speak his language. Like,
that's fine.
I jive with you, man, but I'm definitely like backing away.
What it do, my old corpse? How do
So,
you do?
Are you
Family?
making a run for the stairs, or are you just backing away?
Backing away.
Okay. And
'Cause,
then
like, I'm still trying to like gather the evidence, and like she's a skeptic, right? So she's not quite inclined to like turn tail and run, but like she's also not trying to like aggravate him.
oh no. Okay, Zedric, what do you do?
As I see everyone running upstairs, I noticed that after having the book in my hands, I'm like, I should probably go to and take this with me. I don't know if he's gonna do anything with it, so I close the book and I go run up there. But I also try to see if I could see anything on my little monocle while running up.
Okay, so make me a dex or a climb check, whichever you prefer.
Got you. Let's do Dex. That's 60. Let's see what the roll is. Oh!
Okay,
73.
so
I
you
have 60.
unfortunately stumble and fall on the stairs. You don't take any damage, but you kind of just you're stopped short for a moment.
Could you push it?
You could push it
Oh.
if you want to.
Yeah, I'm down to.
All right, go for it.
I try my best to gather myself and all my belongings to run, like after tripping and be like, oh shit. And I try pushing it and running again. Okay.
So you
44.
stumble and you kind of almost fall off the rickety old staircase, but you manage to fight your way up to the top and get out of the garage. And unfortunately, that just leaves Trix in the basement alone.
Well, she's
With
like
the
moving towards the stairs.
The floating grapefruit spoon and Mr. Corbett. So give me go ahead and roll a 1d100, please. Trix.
Oh boy.
Okay. 31.
Okay. 1 second. We also roll a 1d100.
Who has the camera, by the way? Like the actual.
I do that. It's protecting my eyes.
She's holding it up to her eyes to protect them.
No.
No, don't take my eyes.
So the grapefruit spoon comes shooting across the room at you, and it doesn't hit you in the eyes. Fortunately, the camera's in the way, so it can't try and scoop out your eyeballs. But it does slash you across the cheek. So you take, whether you like it or not, you take some damage.
I don't like it.
You take 3 points of damage from the rusty grapefruit spoon as it slashes across your face. And as it
And you
comes
will need a
by,
tetanus shot.
you notice that's probably not rust, if you get my meaning. So
I've
It's-
got some kind of disease from the 70s.
it's just blood.
Blood.
Yeah, blood disease.
It slashes you across the face and thumps
And so
into the staircase behind you. Meanwhile,
And she's
Mr.
like-
Corbett kind of ignores you and starts
After I
making
spoke his cool disco language.
his cool disco language.
Yes.
He just shouts. He shouts, "You jive turkeys are off the hook!" And then he starts to make his way towards the stairs.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
I'm gonna
Mind,
now. I'm
By
gonna
the way,
sprint up
keep
the
in
stairs
mind that
now.
Mr. Corbett is white, like pale as a sheet. I just want to point
About
that
to
out.
say.
Oh, like that wasn't like he's too white to be talking this way.
He is 100% too white to be talking in this way. But he's
He's very hello fellow kids.
yeah, he's
now.
very
Okay.
the
weird.
worst kind of ghost. Him
Now
and
he
Chaz
starts-
would get on.
He starts roller skating
Yeah.
towards the staircase.
So now
Uh,
just
Lock
Trix is
him and
gonna
Chaz in
turn
the room.
tail and run. Like
So
she's
let's-
not messing anymore.
Let's go to Noah. Noah, what do
Yeah.
you do?
So after I see, just behind me, technically, if Rick if Rick is just up the stairs cleanly, out and gone, and if he's managed to say anything going past, which I think you did, right, Pyra? You were just
I think I made it up the stairs in that round, but like just shouting and screaming about like a ghost and a grapefruit spoon.
right. So you know what? We're doing it for content. I'm just gonna get the knife and I'm just gonna chuck it blindly down the stairs and run away.
Make a throw check.
Ah!
Make a throw
I hope
check.
you fail.
I mean, maybe Corbett made it
60,
there first.
63, and obviously my throw is a 20. So yeah, it's kind of just a
Okay,
shot in the
so
dark.
the-
Maybe it goes
this-
above.
This kitchen knife, just comes spiraling down the staircase and like just lands in the pile of trash. It wasn't thrown
Yeah.
accurately or with any force. And
I know.
neither Mr. Corbett nor the possessed grapefruit spoon seems to notice. Looking at
Does
Rick
Trix?
next.
Just
Yeah,
don't
Trix
have
would
to-
see that.
Rick makes up the stairs, shouting and screaming bloody murder, sees the knife thrown down there, and is like, wait a second, the camera! Just immediately like heel turns and starts going back to the top of the stairs and shouts down like, Trix!
Throw the camera.
Throw the camera.
It's
Trix,
too
Do
late.
looking down the stairs, do I see anything like the spoon?
yeah,
Corbett,
so
her-
you see the spoon quivering as it tries to pull itself out of the wood of the staircase.
Mm-mm.
You see Mr. Corbett roller skating towards the stairs from his spot where he burst out of the wall. And you see Trix just kind of in between Mr. Corbett and the stairs with the camera. And it is Trix's like move here. So Trix,
I'm
what do
gonna-
you do?
I want to
Oh,
hold
no.
out my hand to be like, if she can like jump up or whatever, I can
Okay.
like try to like yoink her up a little bit and like make it
I
Or
faster.
take the camera. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
I mean, both. Why not both? I want to help you, but also the camera.
So Trix, what do you do?
Not insured.
Yeah, I'm turning tail and running up the stairs.
All right, makes me a dex check, but you can do it with advantage because at least somebody is going to try and help you.
Okay. So we've got
I tried. Just
an 11.
You're fine. You make
Oh,
it.
you nailed
And
it.
a
You make it
25.
up the staircase and you pull it out, and you run up to the top of the garage stairs. Zedric, what do you do?
Seeing everyone try to get up to the top of the stairs, and I see that originally she was having some problems. I see the knife spiral down. Does it land anywhere near me?
Oh, you're already up the stairs. You're also. at
Oh,
the
I'm
top
already
of
up?
the
Oh,
stairs.
perfect.
Yeah, you
Okay,
made
cool,
it out
cool,
last
cool.
round. Yeah,
Okay.
it
Good.
was just
So then
Trix
I'm
in the
also-
basement.
I'm also out. Yeah,
The
I'm-
fool.
I think we're all at the top.
All four of you are now at the top of the stairs. you
Okay. Okay, perfect.
I'm out-
I
I'm
try
out.
seeing if like there's anything wrong with the like exit path to go out. Like I want to, in case if like there's anything along the way from where we are to that exit outside.
No, it appears that you can make it down the hallway and the door is open.
All right, so I was telling everybody, guys, we have to go. Come on, go.
Yeah, let's
Was
go.
it-
Let's go. Let's go.
Am I not by the door this whole time? Because I was kind of just sort of perching in and off
I
the
think
house. If I have
we're
to
a
throw the
little-
knife down, then I've got to.
So in order to throw the knife down, you would have had to come away from the front door. But it's okay.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
you
fine.
you can all bolt out the front door here.
I
Trix is like,
do wanna do
stick
this,
it to
though.
the man, Bone Daddy, and slams the door closed.
Slams.
and then
So you
runs.
slam the garage door closed.
I get the
and
camera, just like
You smack all the locks across it, and you hear the grapefruit spoon thump into the wood, followed by more pounding. And you notice that the door is starting to like creak on its hinges as Mr. Corbett's just slamming into it. And the four of you take off running out into the street.
Yeah, we're going.
And she's like, guys, I have to get back inside. All my tech is in there.
Oh,
It's okay. Just steal. Just steal. Just rob some more money. Replace it. It's okay. You are not going back in there.
yeah,
This
like
is
we'll,
on,
we'll have
this
to
is
we'll have to
on
come back.
Cash,
Look,
this is on Cash's dime.
we
so.
got this on camera. Like that's what
Yeah.
matters, and we're okay. You got a little cut up, but holy shit, Ghost Briel.
Well, I have to
Yeah.
say, I didn't see any of this, did I? So I sort of just got to look around and be like,
Yeah, look at this, and I like rewind on the camera and get
Yeah,
to
'cause
the
I
bit
didn't-
where
I
like
didn't- I
Corbett
didn't- I
Kool-Aid
didn't- I
Man's
didn't-
through the wall.
I didn't see any of it.
Like, look at that.
Oh,
like, that's right there. Hey,
Do we-
Rick.
Does it show up?
Yeah,
Does it
it
show
all
up?
shows up.
Okay.
You've got
Alright,
footage of this guy like Kool-Aid Manning through the wall, this horrible like
Oh,
monster
yeah.
guy,
We have
and a grapefruit spoon flying across the room or whatever.
Okay,
this
so
is
And
the most elaborate hoax of all time. Or
Well,
like,
say,
we actually have
Corbec,
evidence
can
of
Noah just look at the
paranormal.
footage? And Noah's just gonna look at the footage, gonna smile to himself softly, gonna close it, and gonna look at it and go, "That is a really good makeup artist," and sort of just laugh to himself and try and basically just leave and just be like, "I'm gonna refuse to believe any of it." No,
That's- that's
it's just gonna be
fair.
like,
Yeah,
so
I-
what do you guys do with the footage that you have? Like, what's your plan?
yeah.
We got it.
I
We
look
got
at
to put this
Rick.
together.
We need
And
to message
I-
Chaz.
Yeah, literally.
Do we?
I look at Rick, message Chaz, and I think I'll tell you about that thing I saw on Long Island. But
Okay,
you can ask me anytime. But let's figure this out first because we have.
So
it
okay,
right
so
there.
I only have two very important questions.
Yeah.
One, we're gonna send this to the press, right? And two, can you siphon some more like Buffalo Wild Wings for us? Because I am
Oh yeah,
really
we're
hungry.
totally gonna get food while we wait.
Please.
Yeah.
okay.
So-
yeah, no, let's do that.
We are running towards the end of our time.
Yeah.
And you have abandoned the Zamacona house and the horrific body of Mr. Corbett. So you send the footage to the press. You send the footage to Chaz Walker. Neither
With a
of
note
them-
that just says, "Yo, your house is haunted," and then a shark
neither
emoji.
of
As
them
fuck.
believe you.
AF. It's haunted
Yeah,
AF.
house is
AF.
haunted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trix helps with that. Just like no, add an AF at the end.
Haunted 100 still emoji.
So you
There we
send
go.
you send the message to Chaz, and he like looks at it, and you eventually like a day later get a reply, and it's like, "Yo, that's fucked up." And that's it. That's all you get from Chaz.
Can I just
And
respond?
Wait, do we get our
TY
other
for the
two
explosion.
Insta posts?
You do get your 2 Insta posts.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And we got
That's
Buffalo Wild Wings because I
And
did
you
a
just
computer
get that
use. I got
note
a
from
59.
Chaz. You send the tape to the media, but nobody takes it seriously. They all think it's like some elaborate found footage hoax. And you notice that nothing happens to the Zamacona house either. Whatever renovation work Chaz was doing on it stops like almost immediately. And when you do check in on it, like the only message you got from Chaz was, "Yo, that's fucked up, bro." But when you do check it back in on it, the property has been sold for more than he bought it for. And you can't really find out any details on who the new owners are. It's all very mysterious.
And
Some sort
also-
of
Can
some
we
sort
vote?
of some
Can
sort
we
of
vote?
company some sort of company that makes roller skates, you think, or something like that.
50-50, it's a crypto company.
some sort of company that makes roller skates. But you do get your retweets. You do get your Insta posts. The
We got
Burp
some
Society.
scented candles and some
Yeah,
nondescript body spray.
the rest of the
So-
Burps group is like super excited because this is the coolest thing they have ever seen. And
bet
you
our
have
YouTube channel
definitely
blows
entered
up.
into Burp's legend. But as far as the legend of the Zamacona House goes, it's going to remain a mysterious and horrifically haunted place for the near future.
We also still have that blood samples. I wanted to see if we could do something with those. I don't know if we could like send it to a lab, guys, but
I definitely want to photocopy like all of the pictures that are still, or all of the pages that are still like
So you got the book.
intact of the book.
yeah,
The book, the blood
the book
samples.
too.
Like some after the fact investigation.
For sure.
If we can.
You take the book and you keep it on your person because you're gonna make some photocopies of it. You notice that the blood sample vials, that's all gone. There's nothing in them. And when you go one day, like a week later, to grab the book off your kitchen table, it's gone, and you have no idea what happened to it.
Do I have the pictures?
You have some of the
Photocopies?
pictures, but not all of them. But the book itself is gone.
Damn.
And the Zamacona House remains, having been flipped at a profit. And I think that's probably where we'll end it.
All
So,
right.
That's capitalism, guys.
That's
Capitalism.
capitalism. Bought by
We all live, but
roller skate company making company that has a logo that it looks a little stylized, but it's almost familiar to you. And you can't
Almost
quite place
familiar,
it.
you say?
Almost familiar. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Casters and Cthulhu. Thank you to all the players for participating. I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me and for making it happen. Really quickly, we'll go around the table if you guys want to plug any of your stuff. We'll start there with Drex, who was playing our wonderful Zedric. Anything you want to plug? Twitter, anything like that?
Yes. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Thank you so much for all of it. And it was fantastic and fun. And I hope that we somehow continue these Call of Cthulhu ones. I love the horror of it. But if you want to see me more, I actually do have all my handles at Drex TV. So that's Drex, DRECKZ TV. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram. Other than this, I actually do a lot of music. I have a specific hand pan. Let me show you guys. I have a specific instrument that I use to scare away the ghosts. And this instrument is very special to me because it sounds beautiful. And you can see me play it wherever. I love to play in the streets. It's a very, very beautiful
Nice.
resonant instrument, you know. But yeah, so I do that. And I help out with like IT at like some like talent agency and stuff. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I do, and you could check me out on all social stuff.
Awesome. And then Pyra, why don't you go ahead?
This is Rick Riley signing off. I'm Piratechnics. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Piratechnics, Twitter, Instagram, that kind of stuff. It's PIRATE CHNICS. So kind of just like smashing, like amalgamation of the words together. I am a shoutcaster primarily for League of Legends, where you can catch me doing things like the Pacific Championship Series if you're on Southeast Asia time. I also cover and do interviews for the LCS, the North American League, for esports.gg, so you can catch my articles online. And I'm also on Casters and Castles a bunch. I head up the Feywild themed campaign, Covens and Cauldrons, which has been on a break for a while, but will be coming back soon. TM, and that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Sawyer, anything you want to plug while we're here?
You can just follow me at any of the internet's places. It's Sawyer55 with a 4 in place of the A. I don't have a huge presence, but I'm working on building that. So if you want to follow me there, that'd be awesome. And it's been great. Thanks for having me.
And last but certainly not least, Jace.
Yeah, just to thank you guys so much. Thank you, Corbec. Thank you, everyone else. This was so much fun. If you want to find me on Twitter or Twitch, JacePT_. Mostly, to be honest, I'm active around because I shitpost quite a lot during the IOF Academy episodes. So if there's a meme going around that's getting starred, it might be one of mine. So if anyone's into IOF Academy, which they should be because it's almost on, stick around and I'll probably be in the chat. If not, you probably find me on a shout out to Esports News UK as well. It's a very small outlet, but from there, it's what it says in the title. It's esports news that is based in the UK, but I've got some good content, some good interviews with Late Day, for example, which I did a while back. So yeah, that's me. I'll be about in the space, probably casting some Overwatch in North America Open Division, hopefully. But for now, hopefully trying to get into more some D&D. This is my first ever session as a player, my second ever session in general, and this was so much fun. So yeah, thank you so much. Such a great opportunity. Thank you, Gnomes, as well.
Glad you enjoyed it. Well, that will do it for this episode of Casters and Cthulhu's Flip or FHTAGN. As you heard from Jace himself, there is more to come on the Casters and Castles channel today at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's just about an hour from now. You can see the latest episode of OR Academy. Definitely worth watching. But from all of us here on this broadcast, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye.